speaking of which, Anthony Richardson certainly came away as the combine darling here. I always get nervous when we have these combine darlings here. We fall in love with numbers here.
Yeah.
Are you all in on Anthony Richardson?
Yeah, I have been, honestly, since the first game of his that I called in college football, Dan. Like, I called one of his first games in college football at Florida, and I just remember being on air going, why is he not the starting quarterback?
Yes.
And these coaches like Dan Mullen, I have a tremendous amount of respect for with the transfer stuff that goes on in the NIL. It's such a delicate balance of trying to what quarterback. It's no longer just play the bet. Like, I feel like they got to massage all these situations so much. So, but every game I called of his, I was always just like, this kid is so super talented. And then the more you heard about him, how intelligent he is, how hard he works, the character, all that stuff. And I just think of kind of taking a quarterback in the draft, we know is, good luck, roll the dice type of thing. If you're rolling the dice, if you're taking your chance, you're big, you're fast, you're strong, you're powerful, you're a natural thrower, you have great intelligence, you work really hard, you've got good leadership skills and good character. Where is the glaring, oh my gosh, he might fail? And I would say this about him. Everyone talks about the completion percentage, right? 53%. If we broke it down, I did this for Josh Allen when he's coming out because I thought that was a crock of crap as well. This is like 2 more completions a game. He's at like 61% completion percentage. 2 completions a game. We're talking a throwaway. We're talking a missed check down. We're not talking these glaring issues. At least I don't see. And while I understand the combine pause on the numbers, we can't take it for granted either. I mean, what he is incredibly talented.
Okay, but you say this and you're going to look at Josh Allen, but you're also using the same kind of comparison with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson plays for Florida in the SEC, and Josh Allen lost all of his receivers there that last year when he was at Wyoming. So I can't buy into those comparisons between the two.
Florida had very little talent this year. I mean, I'm not.
Well, they didn't have Wyoming talent. They had better talent than Wyoming did. Josh lost his receivers after his junior year there.
It was, but I mean, this is a kid who, 1, new coaching staff with Billy Napier. 2, so he's learning a new system. 2, their number 1 receiver was, I think he was the transfer from Arizona State. He's not going to go play in the NFL, or unlikely. I mean, I don't think he has a single offensive. I don't think Anthony Richardson had a single offensive player skill-wise outside of ETN's little brother that is going to be an NFL player.
Well, we know Josh Allen didn't have that.
Correct. But Josh Allen wasn't playing against Tennessee and Alabama and Georgia. And I mean, Josh Allen wasn't playing against those guys either. So that's well, I understand that. We're talking, like having very little help in the SEC conference.
Okay. But you see that his player comp is Josh Allen?
That's for me, yes, because that's where I think the path is. Like, that's where and I think Josh, well, what I liked about Josh coming out of school was Josh was a very loose thrower. Like, it wasn't tight. That's why I keep saying he's a very natural thrower. Like, Dan, you better watch a guy pick up a ball and throw. Yeah, he was born to do that. I think Anthony has that natural throwing motion.
Okay, who takes him? Who should take him? If you were advising, you would say, this team, take him.
Yeah, I'll give you 3. I think Indy, Houston, and Carolina should very much so be taking him. Dan, I said this morning on Get Up. If you're an AFC team and you don't have a really, really, really good quarterback, what are your chances in the next 8 years?
Yeah.
With Patrick, Josh, Joe, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, I mean, what are your chances with those teams? Those are 5. I'm not even putting what Tua becomes.
Lamar
situation. So if you're Indy and you're Houston, you're sitting there going, if we don't have a really good player that is physically talented and can go toe to toe with those guys, what are our chances? No matter what our roster is. And then Carolina, just because I think I could put any of these quarterbacks in Carolina, Dan. I just think it's a tremendous situation. It's the best situation for a rookie quarterback to go into this year. So I could put any guy at that spot.